Hey, what's up everyone? This week I'm taking on the 25,000 step challenge. There's only really two simple rules. The first one is that there's 7 days and you have to do 25,000 steps every day. And the second one is that you cannot eat more than 2,200 calories in a day. This week, to track my progress, I've done a weight measurement and I'm currently sitting at 114.1 kilograms. We'll remeasure on the 8th day to see how I've gone.
So it's day one of the 25,000 steps challenge. Realized pretty quickly yesterday that if I was going to get all the steps in, I have to wake up earlier. So it's 6 a.m.
So the goal here is to get in a quick hour-and-a-half walk, which I'll usually do about 9,000 maybe to 10,000 steps in, which will give me a good head start for the rest of the day if that's finishing at 8 a.m. Yeah, so there definitely is something positive about beating the sun up this morning, and I really hope I can stick to it the next 7 days because it actually is kind of chill out here. I like it. Yeah, so all my jobs before my current one, especially since we're all working from home now, we're all involve lots of walking and lots of physical exercise. But currently doing a lot of sitting down, so hoping this challenge will kickstart me a little bit, but also they're hoping that that previous experience of a lot of walking will help me get through the next 7 days without too much pain. We'll see how that goes. So it's just past 8 o'clock, which is the time I've been trying to wake up over the past couple of weeks. But instead of getting out of bed right now, I've just finished 9,400 steps, so pick this back up at lunch. It's lunchtime on day one, and so straight back out here trying to get in more steps. I think I'm just realizing how difficult time-wise it's going to be to get all these steps in throughout the day, so I'm hoping to get about 4,000, 5,000 steps in now. I'm out here walking to kick the footy, so normally I'll drive to the oval and have a good kick, but I've decided to walk there. Should get in an extra maybe 3,000 steps each way, hopefully. Minimum 2,000, so 4,000 steps, which should get me over 20,000, which means I've got less than an hour walk to top off the rest. Hoping to be finished with my steps tonight before 8 p.m. Just finished the kick, 22,367 steps down. Just over 2,000 steps to go. I reckon I'll get that on the way home, so looks like it could be an early night for me, which is good because I've got another 6 o'clock start tomorrow. And that is the 25,000 steps, day one complete.
Day two, I'm not a morning person at all, so it's taking me 5 snoozes to get out of bed, but it's 6:25 and I'm ready to get going.
The sky's pretty awesome blue this morning. Sky colour. I do like pretty colours. So I just saw what my hair's looking like for the first time. You're welcome, morning travellers. So I'm just finishing up on my second morning walk. I'm just shy of 10,000 steps and it's just before 8 a.m. So I'm heading to the shops to pick up one block of unsalted butter for dinner tonight. That's not what I'm eating, that's just an ingredient. But yeah, the shops are about 2 kilometers away. So there and back, I'm thinking it'll be about 5,000 extra steps to the tally. And yeah, every step counts at this point. It's just past 7 o'clock, I've got 6,000 steps left to go. So I'm gonna take the dog out for a 1 hour walk. You going for a walk, George? So I got just over 1,000 steps left on day 2. Doing the video now because I'll lose lighting by the end of it. Today's been a big success. It's been really hard to get through the steps and to get started, both this morning and again tonight before I did this last hour walk. I was very hungry this morning, during the walk, but I got through it and had a nice breakfast after, and then tonight getting started again after dinner for a 1 hour walk was troubling, but we got there and I'm pretty happy that I've done that. Woo! 2 days done, 5 to go.
So it's 5:15, leaving the house in 5 minutes to go for a walk. It's the earliest I've woken up in a while. Obviously it was hard to get out of bed, but really want to see if I can get 20,000 steps in before 8:30.
Yeah, so I think the pressure of knowing that I had to wake up early this morning is what made it really hard to fall asleep last night. So I reckon I'm on about 4 hours sleep today, but that's cool because now I'm feeling pretty motivated, so I'm sure at some points I'll get really tired, but for now I'm pretty happy that I've gotten up early and I'm actually really enjoying the early mornings. It's just the getting out of bed part that sucks. So if you're interested to find out what I've been doing to keep myself entertained on these long walks, I've been doing a lot of math. So I found out that I can do 50 steps in 25 seconds, which comes to 100 steps every 50 seconds and 120 steps every minute, which means that I'm doing 1,200 steps every 10 minutes and 7,200 steps every hour. So it'll take me just over 3 hours to get the full 25,000 steps if I was to do it straight up, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, so this is definitely the hardest walk I've done so far in this challenge. We'll be just under 15,000 steps when it finishes. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, legs are pretty sore, feet are pretty sore, particularly in the quads. But yeah, good to get this massive head start on the day. It has been a lovely morning, so I was very lucky. And yeah, only 10,000 steps to go for the rest of the day, so that's a win. Yeah, so just clocked over 15,000 steps and just hitting 8 AM. So just an update, I've finished up work and I'm on to 23,000 steps, so just 2,000 steps left to get today. I'll probably get them after dinner, just a light 20-minute walk. Very happy that I woke up this morning because yeah, I don't think that I would have the energy after today's shift to smash out another 1 hour walk tonight, so yeah, very happy about that. Passed over the 25,000 step mark at 7 o'clock tonight, so having this whole evening free has made the 5 AM start totally worth it. Like I said this morning, I got really sore in that walk, but the time I've had to relax this afternoon, I feel fresh as right now, and hopefully after a good sleep tonight I can get another early start tomorrow. So we're starting off day 4. It's currently 9 degrees and raining in Ballarat, so pretty cold and about to get pretty wet, but 25,000 steps to get done, rain, hail or shine, so here we go. So I found this 100-meter strip where it's all undercover, and I've just been walking up and down it for the last 20 minutes. So I'm going to finish this morning walk at about 8:15 with probably just under 8,000 steps. So every other morning I've been going for over 10,000 in the morning, but since it's Saturday I should have a little bit of extra time. So I was only able to get in 8,000 steps this morning, so Alan's taking me out to Lake Wendouree.
It's about 6 k's and it's freezing cold.
So I found 2 hours where it's not raining today, but unfortunately we've waited to the second hour, and so we're expecting it to start pouring down while we're halfway around this lake. How big's the lake, El?
6 k's, hopefully it holds off.
6 k's, so in about 3 k's time we're going to get drenched down on, but looking forward to it. So I said that I would finish these 25,000 steps in 7 days, rain, hail or shine, and currently it's rain, hailing and shining. That's all three at once. Alright, so we're going to finish up the walk in about 15 minutes. By the end of the walk we'll be up to about 22, almost 23,000 steps, and it's just 2,000 steps the rest of the day, which I'll probably get passively anyway. It's a pretty big effort in the end. 27,099 steps. I'm about to take my watch off and give it a charge before tomorrow. Yeah, hit the 25k at about 3-4 p.m. today, so that's the earliest I've hit it in this week so far. Yeah, so the first time during this challenge I've actually lost the race with the sun. Sun's well and truly up. It's just passing 8 a.m. now, which I'm normally hitting about 10,000 steps at this point, but Sunday morning, so I've given myself a little bit of extra rest. Yeah, I was really tired, and obviously I've got the full day being a weekend. It is a pretty jam-packed day, so James and I will be doing the 1,000 rep challenge this morning after this walk, and it's Mother's Day as well, so happy Mother's Day to any mums out there watching. I know I've got a lovely mum that I'll go home and make some breakfast for when I get back. So alongside this 25,000 step challenge, I've also been doing the 100 push-ups a day challenge, which I've been doing for the last 10 days. I've been really enjoying it. But it's going to be changing up a little bit as of tomorrow. So from the 11th to the 31st of May, myself and a few mates are going to be doing Push for Better this May, which is doing 3,046 push-ups over 21 days. So the 3,046 is to represent the lives lost to suicide and mental health issues in 2018. So we're doing it mostly to raise awareness, but also if you'd like to donate, you can hit up our page. I'll put the link in the description below. But yeah, the main reason, like I said, is for awareness. Like if you've got any mates out there suffering, especially during this isolation period, yeah, try reach out, say hello, check in how they are. It's a tough time for everyone at the moment, but yeah, there's always something that you can do. So I must admit, my walk this morning has very much resembled my wake up. It's been quite a chill, slow walk. We're just rounding 7,000 steps now. I'm out on my second walk this morning. Yeah, trying to get those 25,000 steps done as soon as possible. I've got obviously Mother's Day dinner tonight, and I kind of want to just enjoy that with the family. So trying to get a kick through those 25,000 steps. And also I want to try and meet up with some friends online this afternoon for a good chunk of time. So the more I can get done before 1 o'clock today, the more I'll be set and stop myself from having to do a late night 10 p.m. walk. So it's been a pretty big day. 2 walks in the morning, then we did the 1,000 rep challenge, which I was absolutely wrecked after, so I did one more small walk after that. Then after a little bit of a break, I went and played some basketball, and now I'm just going on one more final walk. There we go, 2 more days to go. All right, so I'm 5 days down. I've got 2 more days to go, and so I've been reflecting a little bit, and I guess
it's pros and cons time.
And kids, they really cheered.
So we're gonna look through some of the positives and some of the negatives that I've been feeling about this 25,000 step challenge. And yeah, let's get into it with the positives first. So the first one is that I'm feeling that I'm starting the day off with a win, and I think that's a really good habit to get into. So we've all heard that story about how it's important to make your bed in the morning and how that can help you start off the day with a win. And I do that already, but I guess getting out of bed then and going for a walk at 6:30 in the morning before the sun's come up and walking outside, it does make you feel pretty good about yourself, and being able to walk for 2 hours in the morning and then come home having already done 10,000 plus steps. Yeah, it's a great achievement, and I think being able to go into work after doing that, it just makes that look a little bit easier, and maybe even feel a little bit easier just being able to sit down and focus on your work. And then yeah, the other thing is that I definitely am feeling a little bit happier, and I think it's from all that extra vitamin D being outside and walking, but also there's that scientific research that we all get told when we're growing up that you have to go out and exercise, and it does help your body respond better to stress. And I think I've noticed that this week, and also just feeling more positive as well in general. If we move into the negatives, and I guess we saw this one on the weekend, is that you can't control the weather at all. And yeah, so if it's gonna piss down with rain for the whole day and you have to find us time to get 25,000 steps done, you don't want to be walking around your house. So you're going to have to go outside, and you're going to have to chuck a rain jacket on if you remember one, and yeah, just grind it out in the rain. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But like if you get a lucky week and there's no rain, then maybe that's not an issue for you, or maybe it's too hot as well, and so you've got to find ways to account for the fact that you can't control the rain. If you want to do this challenge, you can't control the weather in general. And then the other thing is that it's super time consuming to plan out your day around 25,000 steps, especially when you spend 9 hours a day working at a desk, trying to find time to then go outside and do 25,000 steps, which takes about 3.5 hours if you do it straight up. And so you combine that with your sleep, and you find that any spare time you've got during the day, you have to get up and you have to go for a walk. And I found that really stressful, the fact that I couldn't really relax at any point. So if I'd go from my work, I wake up, I go for a walk, I'd get into work, and I go for another walk. And so yeah, I found it really stressful in the first few days especially, and so I guess I'm gonna have to plan out the next couple of days to make sure it's a little bit easier. But yeah, just that's really stressful. So if I was gonna make recommendations, I wouldn't recommend doing 25,000 step day challenge. I am hoping that there will be good results with weight loss, but I think that those results wouldn't be too much different if I just kept the same diet and also just went for maybe an hour walk at some point during the day in the morning, just to kickstart things. Yeah, because like I said, the walk feels really good and I get a lot out of it, but I don't think the stress is worth it having to get to a dedicated number. But if you plan time in your day to go for half an hour or an hour walk, that's a lot easier than having to find 3.5 hours somewhere. So yeah, let me know if that helps.
Alright, so I lost my race with the sun again this morning. In my defense, it is currently 7 degrees and it's going to warm up to a lovely 8 degrees by the end of the walk. Game plan is to still get a nice hour and 10-minute walk in now, try and get as close to 10,000 steps as I can by 8:30. Because yeah, really busy day again today, so hopefully we can grind out as much steps as we can this morning and then be set up for the rest of the day. So it's 10 to 9, I've just clocked in at 9,684 steps. Alright, so here we go, day 6, walk 2. Kicked off this walk at about 10,000 steps. Trying to go for the next 45 minutes of my lunch break and try and get another 5,000, maybe just a little bit more on the board, so that we can have less than 10,000 to go come the end of the day. Do you want to go for a walk? Yeah, so day 6 has definitely been the hardest day for me so far. Backing up on the 1,000 rep challenge, my legs have been absolutely wrecked. Alrighty, day 6 is a wrap, 25,000 steps done. Like I said, toughest day I've had so far, but one day to go. I'm feeling pretty happy. We'll see you in the morning. So here we are, it's day 7. It's a beautiful morning. A little bit of pink in the sky. My legs are still very stiff from the weekend. But yeah, just starting on my 25,000 steps for the last time in this challenge. Alright, let's go. So it's 20 past 8, I've just passed 8,000 steps in my morning walk. So 17,000 to go for the rest of the challenge. Looking forward to finishing it up. Yeah, so a good way to get up some quick steps, a little bit of backyard basketball. The dog's very, very good at hustling. As soon as I say his trigger word basketball, he is up and about. So look at him, basketball, basketball. Oh, he got it. Yeah, so just get out there, have some fun, do some steps in the middle of the day. It's a good way to break up the long walking and the working hours from home especially. Get to it, basketball. Woo. Alright, so I'm just finishing off my second walk of the day 7 of the 25,000 step challenge. It's almost 2 o'clock and I'm almost hitting 16,000 steps. So, alright, so it's just past 5 o'clock. I've officially clocked off from work and I'm out chasing my last 8,000 steps of the challenge. Looking forward to punching it out in the next hour. Shoo! Woo! Alright, so it's results time and I must admit I'm pretty happy about it, but just before I get to it, if you've enjoyed the video and you want to see more like it, give us a like and give us a subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get reminders about it. And if you've got any recommendations for challenges for myself or my brother or for us both to give a try, put them in the comments down below. Alright, so the challenge results, before I say them, I might also just chuck up a little scroll through of all the step results that I had for the day. So I was recording it on Samsung Health on my watch, and so yeah, each step's been recorded and you can scroll through, well, you can't scroll through, I'm scrolling through and you can watch it in that video. But yeah, so final results, I started the challenge at 114.1 kilograms, and after 7 days of 25,000 steps every single day, I can now say that I am sitting at 111.3, and so that comes to a weight loss of 2.7 kilograms, and yeah, so pretty happy. Like I've said in the video, it was a bit of a slog and it was definitely stressful, and I feel like I could do the same kind of weight loss with different challenges, maybe in easier fashion. So we'll be exploring that over the next few weeks. So stay tuned and give us a subscribe to see those. Of course, always remember, challenge yourself. Really wonder if I'll ever get good at this vlogging thing.